Good morning, everybody. Matt Moda here to give you my favorite MLB home run predictions for today. We are talking Thursday, May 1st. Happy May, everybody. We've made it to May. The worst home run part of the season is always going to be the end of March and the beginning or all of April. So hopefully, starting in May, towards the rest of the season, we can really have some nice dong-friendly games, dong-friendly nights. I'm going to have three of those for you guys to lock in for today's MLB betting slate, my three favorite home run picks for today. And everybody knows April showers brings May dongs. Hopefully that happens starting today. But before we can get into that, we do have to do a recap from yesterday, which was a tough one. No way around it. Did not get any of my four guys to hit a home run. Ben Rice, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Augustin Ramirez, Eli White did not come through. I tried to go a little bit against the grain, a little bit longer shot in terms of odds, and two guys you've probably never heard of in these last two, and that did not come through for me. Sometimes I try to get a little too cheeky. That worked on Tuesday when we got Pete Crow Armstrong. It did not work yesterday. So down 1 unit yesterday because we put a quarter unit on all of these guys. On the entire season, if you're telling me that we were up just under 10 units in the worst home run part of the season, I'm okay with that. Up 9.81 units on the entire season. If you are following my unit size guiding, we're up 30% ROI, which is the most important thing here. And if you're just putting 1 unit blindly on dongs, which I don't recommend, but if you are a heathen, and I know people do that, you're up 41 units. This past week is the exact reason why I don't do that, because I don't want to have a week. I've gotten, we were red hot up until last Wednesday. Wednesday was a great day. Starting Thursday of last week, so literally the last 7 days, it's been brutal. I've gotten 2 home runs hit in the last 7 days. So when you have situations like that, personally, I don't want to be down 10 units over the course of a week. You know what I mean? So that's why I limit, I unit size the way I do. But as long as you're consistent across the board, then whatever you're doing is going to be fine, honestly. As long as you're up, the most important number here is that 30% ROI. That's enough of that. You're only as good as your most recent dongs, and we need to get some to start coming through. So we can get into today's picks. Just remember to like the video, comment, subscribe. What I have up on the screen here is Ballpark Pal. I mentioned it at the beginning of every tool. Every video. They're my favorite MLB tool. Whether you're looking for home runs, whether you're looking for strikeouts or bases or hits or strikeouts, I think I already mentioned that. Whatever you're looking for, main lines, run lines, totals, whatever. Ballpark Pal has it all. Incredible website. If you want to sign up, you can, and then you can get 10% off for the month or 15% off for the year. So pretty decent dong weather today. Granted, there's a risk of some games getting rained out, which you see these top 4 are all in risk of getting rained out. I do have a play in one of these 4, not the other 3. And then we do have some gross games as well, and I admittedly do have a play in one of the gross games, which we'll get into. But our first play of the video, we are going with O'Neal Cruz to hit a home run. He is best offered at plus 330 odds at FanDuel. So that's the best offered price here. You're still able to get it at plus 330. This is just my Tails account, which is where I send everything out. So you'll see me reference it a little bit. I put 0.3 units on this bad boy. I upped the unit size a little bit because the odds were a little bit lower. But I really, really like this look on O'Neal Cruz. He might be the hottest batter in baseball. What he's doing to the baseball is just ridiculous. So I have up this report here, which is just looking at the last 7 days, right? I'm just looking at how good a batter's been in the last 7 days. In terms of barrels, O'Neal Cruz is second with 6, right? We see there are 5 batters that have 6 or more barrels over the last week. O'Neal Cruz is one of them. But it's not just that. It's not just the fact that he's barreling the ball up, which he's doing at a crazy impressive amount. It's his average exit velocity when he makes contact with the baseball. Look at that number, 103.3 miles per hour. So just to put that into context for you guys, whenever O'Neal Cruz makes contact with the baseball, the average speed, I'm talking the average speed, not the max, literally the average, is 103.3 miles per hour. The next closest batter is a still very good 98.6. His is all the way up at 103.3. Now you're probably seeing that and you're saying, okay, so he's probably not putting the ball in the air a lot, right? He's probably hitting a lot of ground balls. Not the case. 50% fly ball rate, 57% pull rate, 22-degree launch angle. He's hitting the ball incredibly hard, and he's putting the ball in the air. What he's doing to the baseball is just absolutely ridiculous. He strikes out a lot. So you see his percentage numbers, hard hit rate, 85%. Barrel rate, 43%. That's fine. If you're striking out while also hitting nukes, I'm okay with that. Now, another just way to show you how hot Oneil Cruz is at the plate is there's another website here, Game Day Insights. This was Fangraphs. I should have mentioned that. This website was Fangraphs. This is another website called Game Day Insights. Fangraphs is free. This one is admittedly behind a paywall. But I'm just looking at hard hit, line drive, plus fly balls over the last over the last 7 days. Oneil Cruz is tied for third with 9. There's about 10 batters that have 9 or more. Oneil Cruz is one of them. So yeah, incredibly hot at the plate. Now the pitcher he's going up against is Colin Ray. And Colin Ray has admittedly been very good this year with home runs. He has not allowed a single home run this entire year, which is honestly kind of crazy because if you look at his career, he's been a home run guy. Like his last 2 years in Milwaukee, 1.66, 1.56 home run per 9. Those are two really bad numbers. And 167 innings. He was one of the worst home run pitchers in baseball last year. Either he completely changed up his stuff, but if you look at his stuff plus, it's about the same. Like his average stuff plus is 97. Last year was 96. Stuff plus is just a metric per Fangraphs that measures literally the stuff of a pitch. Spin rate, velocity, movement, all that stuff. Grades it, and 100 is completely average. He's like barely better than last year. And his fastball is actually significantly worse than last year. Some pitches are better. Some pitches are worse. So I don't really know what to think of the fact that he hasn't given up a home run. His advanced stats admittedly paint him in a pretty good light. Like a 3% barrel rate to lefties is pretty good. Hard hit rate of 38% is also pretty good. The line drive plus fly ball rate of about 50% is also good. Like those are good numbers. But the most important thing here is he throws this four-seam fastball 60% of the time. And Oneil Cruz in general mashes right-handed pitching that he's significantly better against righties. I mean, we're talking 24% barrel rate, 78% hard hit rate. Yeah, that's a high K rate, 25%. That's fine. You want to look at what he does to four-seam fastballs from right-handed pitching? It's even better. 33% barrel rate, a 100% hard hit rate. 100%. Every single time he makes contact with a four-seam fastball, it is considered a hard hit. Now, he strikes out a decent amount, 23%, and he walks a lot too. You'll see a lot of strikeouts and a lot of walks. But look at this, 102 miles per hour off the bat, home run, 27-degree launch angle, 399 feet. 99.9 miles per hour off the bat, home run, 369 feet. 107 miles per hour off the bat, 108 traveled 348 feet. 115 miles per hour off the bat, 102.6 traveled 380 feet. So you get the point. Destroys four-seam fastballs from righties. And he's going to see that 60% of the time. And if you look at the matchup according to Ballpark Pal, it's only a slight in favor of Cruz. It's like a +2. The reason why, Oneil Cruz is a young hitter, so there's not a ton of data on him yet. And because from a release point, it's good. So no issues there. B+ from a release point perspective. So that's good. But it's because Colin Ray's his pitch arsenal is a lot different. So you see his four-seam fastball, only 23% over like the course of his career, but we know that it's this year 60% of the time to lefties. And now he throws a decent fastball according to Ballpark Pal, but guess who has his best pitch grade against the four-seamer? That would be Oneil Cruz, A+. That's his best grade. So I know I went into detail there, but I really, really like Oneil Cruz to hit a home run. That's play number 1. Play number 2 is another chalk guy in terms of odds. I took Rafael Devers to hit a home run. He is best offered at +350 odds. I guess that went down. Actually, you can get 375 at a couple books. If not, you can get 330 at DraftKings. So it did move a little bit. Obviously, I'm good at 375, and if you can only get the 330, I'm good with that as well. No issues. Those stats I was showing you for the hottest hitters in baseball. Look who's up there. Rafael Devers also has 6 barrels over the last 7 days, so he's been really good. His average exit velocity is 96.4. That's still really good. Like, don't let the 103.3 from Cruz make you think that 96 isn't also good. I mean, he's not going to be, he's like top 13. That's still really good. And his launch angle's up, right? That's the most important thing. 23.9 degree launch angle, 55% fly ball rate. Hitting the ball hard, putting the ball in the air. You want to know who he's also tied with in terms of hard hit, line drive, plus fly balls? Rafael Devers also has 9, tied with Oneil Cruz. Now, Devers did not hit a home run yesterday. And let me zoom in a little bit here. But I'm going to show you his exit velocity from the game that he played yesterday, because the fact that he didn't hit a home run is ridiculous. So we're looking at the Red Sox Blue Jays game. It's just this is website here is Baseball Savant, which is where I look at a lot of exit velocity stuff. He had the 4th hardest hit of the game, a double, that traveled 397 feet. Somehow, this was not a home run. It's because it was hit into like dead center field. That's why it wasn't a home run. But we see a home run hit at 300, the exact same, 397 feet. You want to know why? Bregman pulled it. Devers did not, but he hit the ball again. 110 miles per hour off the bat is ridiculous. 397 feet is also ridiculous. And in general, yesterday, he had 3 hard hits. He was the only one, I guess, like the catcher on the Red Sox also had a really good game. And then the center fielder as well. But all the main guys on the Red Sox, 1 hard hit, 1 hard hit, 1. He had 3. And you look at his other hard hit, he had another double that was 97 miles per hour off the bat, 25-degree launch angle, traveled 343 feet. Home run in 5 of 30 stadiums, home run in 9 of 30 stadiums. So he hit the ball hard 3 times, twice could have been a home run. And the guy he's going up against, Jose Berrios, extreme advantage in favor of Rafael Devers, a +9 extreme advantage. This is kind of what we're looking for with a batter versus pitcher matchup. And you look into why it's good from a release point, A- in terms of vertically and horizontally, no issues there. Berrios really, or no, sorry, he's much better against right-handed pitching than he is against lefties. We always knew that about Rafael Devers. And another thing why it looks even better for Rafael Devers. So Berrios is kind of like a wide range pitch mix. We see that he throws a sinker most of the time, 30% of the time. Not a good sinker, C-. 4-seam fastball, not good. That's a D. But if you go to Game Day Insights, which you can look at specifically versus lefties, that 4-seam fastball is actually his most frequent pitch to left-handed hitters. Now, he only is 26% of the time, so it's not like he throws it a ton. But Devers has been crushing 4-seam fastballs from righties over the last month. You look at his barrel rate, 15%, very good. Hard hit rate, 63%, very good. Fly ball rate, 47%, very good. You look at his game log, and he's been hitting the crap out of 4-seam fastballs from righties. I mean, the one yesterday, 2 days ago, 102 miles per hour off the bat. Yesterday, 97, 343 feet. This was the one that was almost a home run. And then you see, this was about a couple weeks ago, but I mean, 5 in a row, home run, fly out, double, just hitting the crap out of the baseball. And then even the next pitch, like the slurve doesn't have a ton of data. I think slurves are graded differently. Like you see, he hasn't even seen a slurve from a righty over the past month. But sinkers are pitches that he hits also really well. I mean, you see 100% hard hit rate. He's walked and struck out, which is why it's only 4 at-bats, but still all 4 hit the crap out of it. One of them traveled 381 feet, and according to Ballpark Pal, A+ against a sinker. So it's a really good matchup for Rafael Devers from a weather perspective. It's completely neutral. Toronto plays in a dome, and their stadium is like literally just as neutral as it gets for home runs. A little bit wider in the left center and right center fields, but it's mostly completely average. So no issues there. So that's play number 2, Rafael Devers to hit a home run. And then our third and final pick of the video, we're finally going to a non-chalk guy. Give me Brenton Doyle to hit a home run. He is all the way offered at +750 is what I got it at. I think he actually moved. So yeah, you can actually get +800 now. Oh no, went back down. I don't know what this is. So anyways, Brenton Doyle, +750 odds to hit a home run. We're definitely doing a quarter unit on this bad boy after putting 0.3 on the other ones. 0.3, 0.3. 750. So to get the negative out of the way first, the reason why this is 750 is because it's played at Oracle Park, which is a pitcher's park. It is not a hitter's park. Like if you look at the stadium and you just look at it on average, it's typically not a good stadium for home runs, especially to right field. Now, this doesn't bother me as much with the right-handed hitter. Obviously, I'm not saying it's good to center field, but it's way, way worse to right field. And you see why. There's like a super deep right field, and then the wall is high as well. To left field, it's not terrible. So I'm not completely scared off of that. And that's the only reason why this is priced at +750. If you look into everything else, it should not be. But I'm going to show you what Brenton Doyle did at the plate yesterday because it was just ridiculous. So he only hit 1 home run. But when I say only, you'll understand why. Look at his exit velocity logs and his hit distance from yesterday. So this was a double. 402 feet, 111 miles per hour off the bat. Traveled 402 feet. How does that not clear a fence? Right, because dead center field. The home run he hit, 108 miles per hour off the bat, 421 feet. Yeah, that's a no-doubter. That's gone everywhere. But it's not just those two. He had another flyout that traveled 395 feet. So if we're looking at what Brenton Doyle did at the plate yesterday, 3 long flyouts that all were A, 99 miles per hour or faster, 2, 108 or faster, and all 3 of them traveled 390 feet with 2 of them in the 400s. That's crazy to do at the plate. And Doyle has been good this year. You know, he missed some time where and then he struggled a little bit upon coming back, but it seems like he is fully back after what he has been doing to the baseball recently. In the pitching matchup, it's not like he's going up against the good pitchers. Going up against Justin Verlander, where if you know anything about Justin Verlander, it's not 2010 anymore. He is not nearly as good this year as he's been in his career. I mean, he's 42 years old, so what do you expect? But looking at his stats, I mean, barrel rate of 9.7% is bad. That 35% hard hit rate isn't terrible, but that launch angle is terrible. And the fly ball plus line drive rate, fly ball plus line drive rate of 66%, that's also really, really bad. And that pull rate is also bad. So if you're allowing guys to put the ball in the air and pull it and barrel the ball up, like, you're going to allow some home runs. And specifically against righties is where Justin Verlander has struggled the most. So we look at Justin Verlander, looking at him against right-handed hitters, 13% barrel rate, 44% hard hit rate. Now that line drive plus fly ball rate isn't quite the disgusting 66%. It's still not good. It's like, what, 56%? That's still not a good number. That's nothing to be happy about. And Brenton Doyle, if you look at him, he's been pretty good against right-handed pitching, 14% barrel rate, 54% hard hit and fly ball rate over the last month. That's pretty good. And he crushes four-seam fastballs, 17% barrel rate, 72% hard hit rate, 54% fly ball rate. And you look at what he's done. 2 days ago, hit 109 miles per hour off the bat, off of a four-seam fastball. Now, you got to go back earlier this month before he got hurt, but still, 101.7, 109.5, 106.2. The hard hits that he had yesterday, those were mostly against lefties. He had one, those were, I think, all of the hard hits he had yesterday. 2 of them were against lefties. The home run and the double was off of Chris Sale, which is very impressive. And then the 395 feet, that was off of a righty. Traveled, again, 399 feet, 99 miles per hour off the bat. So the only reason this is priced at plus 750 is because of the weather. And yeah, weather's real. It definitely impacts the baseball. But when you're hitting the ball as hard as he is, 111, 108, even 99 miles per hour off the bat, and you're pulling it towards the foul pole, then you don't need the weather can be bad for it to still be a home run. So I love Brenton Doyle at plus 750 odds to hit a home run. I think that's absolutely worth the price there. And that's all we got in terms of official plays for today. So the 3 official bangers that we have are Rafael Devers, O'Neill Cruz, and Brenton Doyle. If we go 3 for 3, which has happened before, not this season, but it has happened before, we'll be up 3.92 units. If you put a parlay of all 3 of them together, unit size that down, like literally put a 0.05, like 5% of your, 0.05, not 5%, 0.05 units on this. And the best offered price on that is going to be on FanDuel. Real quick, to give you guys some leans, the 2 Phillies guys I looked into, Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber. The Schwarber thing, like he's hit a home run in 2 straight games. The odds just aren't worth it. Like the thing with Schwarber is he's not really consistently hitting the ball hard. It's just like when he gets 1 hard hit per game, and that one happens to be a home run. Harper has actually been better at the plate, so he's probably worth a stab at plus 360 over the plus 230 at for Schwarber. Because if you look, like Harper, 8 hard hit line drive plus fly balls over the last week. He's just 1 behind 2 of the guys we took, Cruz and Devers. So I do think that that Schwarber or Harper more specifically is a good look. And there are a bunch of Nats guys that have good stats as well. Like Nathaniel Lowe is positive EV according to Ballpark Pal. I like Dylan Cruz and I like CJ Abrams. Now the Abrams odds at plus 420, I don't know if those are worth it, but Cruz at plus 540 isn't bad, or plus 600 actually at DraftKings. 625, there we go, even better at Bet 365. They're going up against Taijuan Walker, and like if you're going off of last year, Taijuan Walker was one of the worst pitchers in baseball. He was disgusting. Hasn't been that bad this year. He had 1 start where he got rocked. It was this start against the Giants where he allowed 2 home runs. And then last start against the Cubs wasn't terrible. He allowed 1 barrel, 5 hard hits. But he's only allowed 2 home runs this year, home run per 9 of 0.79. Maybe like eventually things are going to start going back the way they were for Taijuan Walker last year when he just was one of the worst pitchers in baseball, but that hasn't really been the case. So there are some Nats guys that you can like. Ballpark Pal is really high on Jose Ramirez. I couldn't quite get there. He's just been so cold at the plate recently. Like, he's got one hard hit, only one, in like 7 straight games with no barrels. Churio is another positive EV play. I went with him a couple days ago. He's been hitting the ball hard. He's just been putting the ball in the ground. So I need him to lift that baseball up a little bit more. That's it in terms of leans. I mean, you could go Vlad again, but I just got burned by him yesterday. He kind of came close, but not really. But I'm just sticking with the 3 official guys that I have: Brenton, Doyle, Rafael Devers, Cruz. If one of them hits a home run, we're making money. If multiple hit a home run, we're making lots of money. If all 3 hit a home run, we'll be rich. So let's hope for that. Appreciate you guys for watching. Check out Ballpark Pal if you are interested. Check out my Tails account if you are interested. Make sure to bet responsibly, and have a good one.